Hey guys, and happy Thursday. Happy Thrive Thursday. And happy belated Merry Christmas. I hope everyone had and is still having an amazing week. And I know some people are still off from work, some people are still resting and taking it easy, some people are back at work. But what I can share with you guys today, and actually, this is something um, that I read that it really inspired me to really grasp and understand that why a lot of people right now are feeling like right now is like the worst in their business. No one is getting on the phone. Everyone is full of excuses. My business is going backwards. There are 6 reasons why the winter time, and we are officially into winter. The 21st was obviously the first day of the winter solstice, and obviously this is going through until March. So why these next 4 months are so important. So if you're jumping on, say hi and where you're coming in from. Hi, Caitlin. Tag some teammates, share this Facebook Live, and it's really important to understand that if you really want to be successful in network marketing, you have to embrace everything that's going on. You have to embrace all the things that are changing, and also understanding that there are things that happen for a reason. So, hey, Caitlin, hi, Dana, hi, Leanne. Good to see you guys jumping on. So again, hey, Brooks, say hi and where you're coming in from. Tag some teammates. Share this Facebook Live. So there are 6 reasons why right now the winter season is the most fruitful time for network marketing, network marketers, and your income. And I'm going to go over these 6 reasons why. So number 1, and what you guys need to understand, is rest is necessary for success. And this is actually something that Nancy and I always talk about because we are just go all the time. It's very hard for us to take a break. But what I've learned is that with any good business, whenever you're building something, it's also necessary for you to not take time off, but to rest. Give yourself permission to stop at a certain time during the day, cut things off, or take a couple days off. I didn't book any business or any calls on Tuesday or Wednesday of this week or next week. So giving myself those extra days off allows me to actually become more successful, because if you are constantly running yourself into the ground, if you are constantly on go all the time, you're going to get burnt out. And when you get burnt out, you actually pump the brakes and you actually stop your forward progression in what you're looking to build. So making sure that you are resting as often as you need to. And think about the analogy of hibernation. What happens in the winter time with some animals. The geese or birds, they fly south for the winter, so they basically build up all of their energy so they can go and take that long trek where they're just focusing on flying south. Bears, they hibernate. So it's about giving yourself that necessary rest and that time to continue to build the best business possible. And if that makes sense, type Y or yes in the chat box. And again, if you're coming on, please say hi and where you're coming in from. Tag some teammates. Share this Facebook Live. Now, number 2, it's also important to know that you have to slow down in order to speed up. So slowing down in order to speed up. And this is something that, a lot of these things are still hard for me because I am definitely a go type person. So the idea of taking extra days off, the idea of slowing down in order to speed up, it was a lot for me. And I can tell you that, Nancy helped me with this in 2019. Number one, I stopped doing work on weekends. Even when I don't have my son, I keep my Friday evenings, Saturday, and Sundays completely open because I was doing calls and doing extra Zooms, and I'm like, no, not anymore. The other thing is that I still protect my mornings. Nancy and I don't do anything before 10 a.m. So slowing down, and here's the crazy thing. I worked less this year than in 2018, and my business increased. So when I was able to slow down in order to speed myself up, I was seeing better results. So sometimes it's really important for you to not be go, go, go all the time, realizing that maybe slowing down and really focusing and hunkering down on what you want to achieve rather than just trying to go, go, go all the time. In network marketing, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So if you think conceptually, if you're just focusing on sprinting all the time, you're going to get burnout and you're going to end up stopping. But if you end up treating network marketing like a marathon where you're slowing down and you're going more at a steady pace, the more steady of a pace that you go, the more success you're going to see. So for those that are jumping on, hey, Paul, Andrea, good to see people jumping on. I'm going over the 6 reasons why the winter time is the most profitable and important time for network marketing. And number one, rest is necessary for success. And number two is slowing down to speed up. So again, if this makes sense, type Y or yes in the chat box, tag some teammates, but also share this Facebook Live. Number three, if you think about wintertime, when we go through daylight savings, the days are shorter and the nights are longer, meaning it's darker earlier and it's lighter shorter. And when it's light, that's when we're actually doing most of our work. And at night is actually when we dream the most. So think about it. When you go to sleep, that's when you're dreaming. You can daydream, but you do most of your dreams when you shut everything off, because everyone is so go, go, go during the day that your dreaming and visioning actually happens when it's dark. So remember that having dreams and visions is beyond important. So taking that time at the end of the day when it's dark, taking that time at night where you can have those dreams and those visions to create what you want to create. Because if you don't have dreams, if you don't have visions, you're not going to have the right course. You're not going to have your GPS or your compass pointed in the right direction. So Paul, thank you for tagging some teammates. Teresa says yes. So again, it is beyond important to understand that having dreams and visions is necessary, and winter is great for that. Think about what people do, or what a lot of people in network marketing do on New Year's Eve. They don't go out. They actually stay in, and on New Year's Eve, they go over their vision and dream boards. So it's focused because no one's working on New Year's Eve. Most people are not working on New Year's Eve. So what do people do? They focus on their dreams and their visions. So think about doing that during the winter time. Focusing on your dreams and the visions, the things that you want to create, the things that you want to achieve. That's number three. Number four is also the winter time is a great time to let go of anyone or anything that doesn't serve you. Letting go of anyone or anything that doesn't serve you. And you guys have heard me talk about this before, that in order for you to run forward as progressively as you can, the least amount of baggage is going to enable you to build the best business. So if you're dragging your team along, and if some of you may be running something what we call an adult daycare center, where you're literally dragging people through the mud, they're just They're just not doing what they need to be doing. They need to be constantly coached. They need to be constantly motivated or inspired. And these people, they're just not as serious as you. But letting go of those people in your business that are holding you back, you may not realize this because there's a misconception of leadership. In leadership, you're taught, don't give up on anybody. You're not giving up on them, letting them go. You're actually helping them by letting them go because you're not their boss. You've given them the opportunity to build a business with you, but it's really up to them to do what is necessary to build that business. Because again, I've spoken about this before. It's something called the 51-49 rule. If you want this business 51% for that person, and they only want it 49% for themselves, it's never going to work. It has to be the reverse. You have to want it 49% for them, and they need to want it 51% for themselves. So letting go, making sure during the winter time, because those that are serious will build their business through any season, no matter how cold, no matter how rainy or snowy or how hot or windy it is, they will build. And the winter time is a great time period for you to see which people in your business are serious and not, and letting go of those people, letting go of the baggage. Think about a bundle of balloons, right? You go to a child's party and they have balloons on the tables as centerpieces. And attached to that balloon is a string, and on the end of that string is a little bag of sand that is weighing down the balloons so they don't rise up into the sky. So if you think about that analogy as your business, you are that bunch of balloons, and those that are holding you back in your business are the bag of sand that is holding you down. Imagine just getting a scissors and cutting that string where that dead weight isn't holding you back anymore, and you can float up into the skies of success. How much lighter and how much better would you feel if you weren't dragging those people on anymore? So the fact is, the more that you can, again, let go of anyone or anything that doesn't serve you, is going to make your business that much more profitable during these winter months, because it's going to allow you to focus on the ones that are serious, but most importantly, it's going to allow you to focus on yourself. Number 5 is trust the mystery of life. And what I mean by that is the unknown. You know, I've used the example before with network marketing, and I describe network marketing like a puzzle box. So if anyone has kids, and especially right now, I'm sure there's been some of these gifts given where you give your child a puzzle, and on that puzzle box is a picture. And the picture is basically what the puzzle is going to look like if they put it together the right way. And inside are all these pieces. So what do people in network marketing do? Or what does that child do? They open up the puzzle box, they put the cover right here, and then they dump out the pieces, and they look back and forth to see how they put it together. Network marketing is the opposite. Those same puzzle pieces exist in that box, but there's nothing on the cover. You have to figure this out on your own. There is a mystery, there is an unseen vision that you need to have in network marketing, and you need to be excited about the mysteries of what is going to happen moving forward. You don't know what's going to happen in your business, but why the wintertime is so important is because you need to be excited for the unknown. You have to be excited for the mysteries of what hasn't happened yet and what you're in the process of. So if you can understand that, going back to having that dream and that vision of what you want to create, and trusting the process, trusting the unknown, trusting the invisible, It's only going to make your business that much stronger during the slower winter months, because you guys have heard me say this before: be a farmer, not a hunter. Those that plant the most seeds will also reap the greatest harvest. And that's true. So the winter time is the best time to plant those seeds that once spring is here, which it is every time, you can reap that harvest. And just imagine for a second, imagine if there was no spring, there was no summer, there was just winter, and it was cold all the time. The fact is that we are given this time period, we are given these 3 or 4 months to really rest and recover, to trust the process that we're on, and having the visions and dreams, but planting those seeds. So if that makes sense, type Y or yes in the chat box. And again, tag some teammates and share this Facebook Live. Number 6 and final is in my opinion, the most important. Don't rush through the seasons. Don't wish that the winter was over faster. And I know that winter is actually one of my favorite times of the year. I love the crispness in the air. I love snow. I love all that. But everyone is trying to rush through the seasons. Everyone's trying to rush through. You know, I cannot wait for spring. I cannot wait for summer. And if you're trying to rush through this season, you're actually missing out. You're missing out on this opportunity. You know, and I've said this before that, you know, I hear from so many of my clients that are using LinkedIn right now that have been booking phone calls after phone call after phone call, even during this slow period. I mean, I myself, I was able to book 3 appointments over the last 2 days because people are still active. You know, people that are serious and they continue to have that vision and they're dreaming, they're seeing this as the most opportune time. People that are wanting to rush through the seasons, that don't trust this, that are overwhelmed, they're dragging people through the mud, those are the people that are typically still using Facebook and Instagram to build their business. But you need to go onto a platform like LinkedIn that really provides you that necessary platform to continue to build during this time period where a lot of people aren't. So don't rush through the seasons. Don't wish that the winter was shorter. Just wish that you were doing more, and you can. And I can't express to you guys enough how important and how impactful this time of year is. So just remember, number 1, rest is necessary for success. Number 2, slow down in order to speed up. Number 3, having dreams and visions are beyond important when you want to succeed in network marketing. Number 4, let go of anyone or anything that doesn't serve you. Number 5, trust the mystery of life. The unknown is the best place to be because you don't know what's going to happen. You get to create it. And finally, don't rush through the seasons. Really take these next 4 months and crush it. Plant those seeds. Reap the greatest harvest once the spring is here. And I'm going to say 2 things. Number 1, if you really haven't learned how to leverage LinkedIn yet, we should definitely talk, because right now is the opportune time with just what I said. And for those that aren't in my Network Marketing Academy, the doors are open. And I'm only taking 50 people. At the beginning of the year, it's 30% sold out. The doors are only going to be open for another 8-9 days. It's $29 a month. You can cancel at any time. And I do 4 private trainings every single month on organizational skills, mindset, lead generation, and social media. Different trainings every week, every month. And you would get access to the 2019 content. So type I do in the chat box if you'd like to speak about either of those. But just remember, guys, don't wish for this time to go faster. Just wish to do more. Let go of those that don't serve you. Start really creating those visions and dreams of what you really want to achieve. So guys, I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas, that of those who celebrated, Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.